to another Fragrance Fridays. So I thought I'd take part in some of the Oudvember going on. It's not going to be a full month of oud. I don't have that much in my collection. It's something that I like in small doses. It's not one of my favorite notes, okay? So you guys know I love me some Mancera. And this is not something that I've had in my collection for a really long time. I actually picked up a used bottle off of one of the groups. I want to say about like 6 or 7 months ago. And it is Wild Rose Aoud. I don't know if it's going to pick up. Maybe there. And just as a little side note, you guys know that it comes in these wonderful leopard print bottles and it matches my nails. I totally did not plan on that. It was just a coincidence, but how cool is that? I'm actually a huge fan of this fragrance for multiple reasons. You guys know I love me some rose, and I'm partial to this house. If you've been watching me for a while, then you already kind of know that. Top notes on this one are bergamot and lemon. Heart is Turkish red rose, Egyptian jasmine, and patchouli. And the base is amber, musk, oud, and vanilla. So as far as oud goes, it's definitely in there. I get a good dose of that with rose, patchouli, and citrus. Together they play very well. It is not the craziest fragrance from this house, in my opinion. I enjoy this one in all seasons, all occasions. I do wear it to work. I would not recommend this because of the strength of it. Again, if you're in like a clinical setting. But if you can get away with floral fragrances at work, then I would recommend it. It doesn't transform much on me. It is quite linear. It's very potent. With this house, I think one of the reasons why I'm such a fan of this house is because I have really spongy skin and I get a lot of bang for my buck with this one because they last all day, and this is no exception. It's been a lovely addition to my collection. I haven't received any compliments on it. Unfortunately, it's not one of my fragrances that people stop and say, oh, what are you wearing? I do have a lot of ladies in my office that are big fans of fragrance and ask me what I'm wearing. This just is not one of those for some reason. I don't know what it is about it. I don't think it's very groundbreaking. I enjoy it, so I'm happy to have it. But if I had other rose, oud, citrus combo fragrances in my collection prior to picking this one up, then I probably wouldn't need it because it could be a little repetitive. As far as pricing goes on this one, I always feel like this house is just such a good value, and I think that's why I'm so in love with it. If it's not repetitive in your collection and you're looking for something like it, I've actually seen it online for $66 new, and decants of this or used bottles for even cheaper depending on how much is left in their bottle, obviously. And again, a little bit with this goes a long way, so it'll last you a long time because it is 120 mils. Let's be real, people. Most people will not go through a full bottle of this, especially if you have a lot in your collection. Now, when I smell this, it does, for me personally, lean a little bit on the feminine side. I'm not going to say that it's not unisex. I know a lot of men who would gladly wear this, and I actually purchased it from a man. I would say that most would find this appropriate in cooler months, so it's really great to have in Oudvember, and I can see a lot of people going for it in like December, January, February. It might be a little bit much for most in the summertime because it is a very strong fragrance, as a lot of the fragrances in the Wild collection are actually, Mancera in general are, so just be aware of that. And it's not something that I would recommend you just blind buy. I did blind buy this just because I like this house a lot. I know what the basic DNA of their fragrances is usually like, and when I saw the notes, I know what their patchouli and their rose usually smells like, so I was comfortable with that. But if you're not comfortable with Mancera and what their DNA is like, then I would not recommend blind buying this one. I said this runs a little feminine earlier, and I'm really starting to think that it's the jasmine that's causing that. I don't get a whole lot of jasmine. It's not the thing that says, oh my god, this is jasmine. I do get mainly rose, oud, patchouli, and citrus out of this. I can see most people reaching for this in the cooler months, date night. And as far as projection goes, it's pretty standard for Mancera. It's there. I'm surprised that I haven't received a lot of compliments with it. Maybe it's just not everybody's jam, and that's fine too. Longevity on this is excellent, and again, that's what I love about this house the most. If you have any questions, comments, you know where to put them. I know I said last week I had something special planned for this week, and it's totally my fault, but it got delayed, so it'll hopefully be out next week, maybe even next week, Fragrance Friday. We'll see. Not that this isn't special, but it was not what I had planned. I'm not doing Oudvember again. But if I do have something else that I can think of that I want to feature for Oudvember, I might slip that in somewhere in this month as well. So, till next Friday, guys. Bye.